Hello and welcome to the final recording of the Rugby TTL podcast in 2025. Don't panic, we're not giving up. However, I just wanted to jump on and do a little recording to wrap the year up, and I thought it'd be fitting to just sort of do it by myself. We've had one hell of a year, and I'm still trying to sort of decipher how this year has gone and how we go and push on to 2026, because it's been absolutely amazing to see everyone that's starting to buy into what we're trying to do, and the diversity of the following that we've sort of gathered, and the group that we've grown. And obviously we went into the start of 2025 with just me, Buster and Adam. Obviously it'd been me for most of the year. This year we've now obviously brought on Polly, Kent's come on board, obviously Adam's still going strong, Buster's pretty busy with a lot of other stuff, so he's not as available as he hoped. Same with Kent, obviously come on, got a little bit busy. We managed to bring Polly on board, which has obviously helped a lot, adding a different aspect. Keith has obviously come on for the Irish contingent, which we'll see more of Keith in 2026 again. And then obviously Lucho brought on for the Argentinian side, which has been an amazing addition to the channel, and then obviously Nacho in the background helping us with all the graphics and stuff. Yeah, and obviously John come on board to do the editing for most of the podcast. I ain't roped him in to do this one because it's between Christmas and New Year. Yeah, I'll let him have a bit of time off, shall we? But it's just been phenomenal, just how to watch everything grow and evolve. And just, I had a quick look back at the figures, and we started 2025 with just over 1,000 followers on Instagram, and I think we'd barely hit that on other platforms. And then last check, we're just short of 3,500 on Instagram, over 7,000 on YouTube, nowhere near on TikTok, and LinkedIn got sizable numbers, but I don't know how we're potentially going to streamline our focus within it. I don't think TikTok works for us as a channel. I'm not young and hip enough, I don't think. So whether we move away from certain channels and sort of dial in on focus, I think Facebook has put a real big push on us as well, and YouTube. So I think the sort of the longer formats and different platforms might be how we move forward as a channel. But obviously we're happy to listen to what people want, but to carry on with TikTok for the waste of time that it gets response, I think it's probably one of them that we'll just let peter off. Won't probably be continuing with TikTok, but just to see where we've been and where we're progressing, and the views and the figures is just crazy. I think we come into 2025 with roughly 5,000 views a month, and then we're going to round up December with nearly 400,000 views. It's testament to everyone that dials in and watches what we do, and we're still learning. We're not even 2 years as a channel, so it's amazing to know that people are willing to listen to our ramblings, and the guests we've had on this year has been crazy. So I've gone back over 2025 and a bit of a breakdown, because I just amazed writing it down, the names that we've had on board and where we've been. So we started January with a double header in Guernsey. I went back, obviously flew back, me and Adam flew over to Guernsey, did a weekend over there. What a great double header of rugby that was, great fun. Followed up with Adam going to Farnborough against Eastleigh, so another Grassroots episode we managed to get in there. We then got one of our better episodes done for the Six Nations fantasy episode. I'll put a link above this so that you can go back and watch that, because we're definitely going to do that again. It's going to be more involved, hopefully more episodes as well, rather than just the one-off that we made of it. We're going to do a little bit of a more of an interactive way of it, and hopefully weekly episodes and stuff like that of how we're going to change the teams and stuff like that. So that's definitely coming back. Don't worry about that. We are back involved for the Six Nations Fantasy again. That was a good one, a good fun. And then managed to get on board with ATR to do the Rugby Europe Championships, and wow, what an eye-opener that was, managing to go and watch Spain against the Netherlands in Madrid for the first time, press, able to interview with Mario and obviously Matt Folds, managed to catch up with a pair of them, and then going back for the Spain against Georgia game when I managed to catch hold of Matt again and managed to get hold of a few, obviously managed to get hold of Richard Cockrell. The Netherlands team, I managed to get hold of Tim Young, Spike, managed to get hold of Nick Raymond as well before he retired. Like, just some of these players I managed to catch up with, and some of them I'm still able to in touch with now, is just phenomenal. And Grassroots days again continued. We had Andover 2s against Romsey. We had Petersfield 2s against Chichester 2s. We managed to cover the Roslyn Park against Rugby Against Cancer game as well. But to be there for Spain qualifying for the World Cup, even after them losing against Georgia in that game, they still qualified, and it was, wow, just the atmosphere and just being part of what that's going to be coming in the future for Spain. Obviously now we know with the World Cup bid gone in, and we'll do a bit more around that, because I've previously done an article when it sort of first surfaced in April. But yeah, that's going to be massive for Spain rugby, and as we go through the year, it's become a major part of this channel, and can't wait for it. We then managed to get over to Portugal for the Iberian Derby and the Rugby Europe Championships, watching Spain win in the semi-final of the Rugby Europe Championships against their arch rivals, and to do it again, managed to catch up again with Mario and with Matt and Thomas Appleton as well. Just the accommodation as well, for me being able to go and access the Portuguese side later on in the year was just phenomenal, and a great bunch. I know obviously it's across the Iberian border, but two amazing rugby nations. It's been an absolute honour to be around and talk about and stuff. Grassroots days obviously didn't stop. We managed to get Chinham against Alton. We also managed to get the Helling Live versus Crowborough 2's cancelled game on, where Kent just walked around the car park basically. Managed to pop back, did a Sandown Shanklin versus Gosport for a random day, and then Pompey 2's against Southampton as well was thrown in. I also managed to get down to Spain women's versus Brazil women's down in Torrevieja. Managed to interview Bimba, who's also been a massive help for the channel, and Claudia Pena, who's been named Best Player of the Year. There's a reason. She's just top class, as we all know. We obviously had the new Stash competition as well with Your Club Stash and Pervidia, sorry. Yeah, what a little bit of interaction there. That kit's still available. I'll put a link up. You can still go and buy it. Want to really try and push that this year and grow our sort of stash pushing as well. I think there's more that we should be doing with that. Then rolled into April, we managed to get Trojans versus Eastleigh in Havant Women's against Hackney Ladies, where Adam managed to get interviews with World Cup winners and just players of just wanting to be at games was just phenomenal. We restarted the pods, which I managed to get Simon Middleton on as well. What a guest. We'll put that in the top corner somewhere, wherever it goes, for you to go back and watch that one, because that was a great episode to get back into the pod mix. I actually got invited on to do an episode with Hugh Griffin as well about Spanish rugby, one of his highest ever viewed videos as well, which is great to be a part of. That'll be up there as well, so you can go back and watch more ramblings there. And then on the turn, so between into April into May, I managed to go back for London City Sevens with ATR. Obviously Dan managed to pull off an absolute event with the London City Sevens, and to be able to be part of that, got roped in to help actually coordinate bits on the day, but absolutely loved it. Great bunch. Then managed to I had to sort of dart back out for my birthday on the days after. So yeah, it was a quick flying visit, but what a day. Managed to catch an interview with Rodrigo Isgro, managed to interview with Mike Friday, who come on later on in the series. Lennox, who's gone over to Montpellier. It's just Makeda Lewis as well. What just a great bunch of people. Managed to chat with a load of the Quins players afterwards when they were on their social. Yeah, it was a great event, and looking forward to hopefully being able to get back out onto that one this year, because that looks like it's going to be even bigger. And then May didn't slow down, so managed to get Sean Ingle on from obviously Rugby Germany fame, and Maidenhead. What a top bloke! Really good episode. That one will be up there as well. We had the Chenier from ATR episode as well. That was a great one. I've known how good value he is, and yeah, I'll take claim to getting him out into the public from that episode as well, because that was a banger. That'll be up there in the top corner or wherever it goes. And then Steve Noble again. We had another great one talking about Asia rugby, and now a few more things that we discussed on that episode has actually come to light now in the real world. So yeah, it's been good fun. We then managed to get Costa Blanca Sevens with the Sweden team, and what a day out that was. Great bunch, managed to get close up with it, and again that was sorted by your club Stash, and a really good push for both aspects. The Sweden lads were great bunch. Managed to get some great content down there with them, and what an event. Hopefully we'll be able to get down to the Costa Blanca Sevens again this year as well. I'm sure me being able to pop down the road to watch a bit of rugby in the sun is not going to be a write-off, that's for sure. Then we sort of focused back more into the pod in June. We managed to get Ben Herring on. What a guest, and his podcast is flying. That episode's going to be up there as well. Adam McBurney as well, bang that up there in a minute. We managed to get Hugh Griffin on to talk about the Lions. Then Mario Picardi, the big one for me. I remember saying when we first started the channel, many moons back now, what it feels like, I wanted to try and get Mario on as a guest. I actually sent him a message, and he left me on red, I think. But we finally managed to get him on and to talk to him about Spain and his career moving to France, and obviously the progression of the Spanish team has been phenomenal. Gutted to hear again he's injured and looks like he's out of the Rugby Europe Championship and out for the rest of the season. It's a real shame. Really nice lad as well, and hopefully we can get him back fit, ready for that World Cup charge for 2027. And then we finished with another blinder as well. John Clark, up there, mate. He's done wonders with me this year, and just an absolute honour to be able to text the bloke as a mate as well as a coach to get me into some sort of shape. I've managed to lose a good bit of timber, feeling better for it, and yeah, it's an honour to be able to have him on the end of the phone for any advice. Somebody that's been plodding around in many different guises of strongman and stuff like a similar path. Not the running though. It's not for me. Not interested. But then July, we flew off to a banger again. Thomas Appleton, Portuguese captain, on, perfectly timed just before the Portugal Ireland A game. They probably don't want me to talk about that, but what a spectacle that was. Managed to meet up with Keith. That's how we managed to now get Keith on board. Managed to meet up with Ethan and Owen as well. Had a good little random boys weekend there in the middle of Lisbon. Managed to cover the game as well. It was just crazy to watch. Portugal probably at the lowest point they've been for a very long time, and hopefully the only way is up for them. I think Portugal, Spain, all of these teams, we need a competitive Rugby Europe model to be able to push forward with the focus of making sure that we can actually put it in the bigger limelight. If you've got teams that are struggling, we're not going to really. Everyone looks at tier 2 as a generalisation rather than individual merits. If we've got multiple teams fighting on multiple fronts, I think it can only be a positive. We also managed to get our first Spanish podcast interview done with Lucho. Managed to get Santiago Grondona on as well. Great guest. Only a short form one on our Instagram and stuff. So it was good to get that underway and good sort of viewing entry for the Argentinian contingent that we've now sort of gathered. Scott Steele come on as well. It was great to chat with Scott. Great value, really top bloke as well. Good fun, and stories of Finn Russell being the trolley dolly on the private jet plane on the way back after winning the Calcutta Cup is always good value for anyone. And then Solent Sevens. We had a great day out at Solent Sevens. I unfortunately wasn't able to make it, but what a day out, what an event, and looking forward to being around that again this year. It would be really good value for everyone. It was great fun. A lot of people got down there and led on to a great August again as well. So August started with a bang, managed to get to England, Spain, women's at Welford Road. What a day out. Great effort by the Spanish ladies, even though the scoreline didn't show, but pre-World Cup, absolutely bob on. Got invited along to the Spain women's press conference that we managed to send Izzy to because she was in Madrid. So that was good to manage to get some more coverage for the women's game ahead of the World Cup. Always good to see the game grow in Spain, women's and men's. It's critical for all of us to incorporate the game, and the women's are doing so well, and obviously would be a lot further up the league model if it wasn't for previous decisions in with Italy being incorporated, shall we say. And then Grassroots days were back in a pre-season format. Got Camberley Women's. Adam went down, wasn't roped into training himself, probably because his ankle wouldn't have allowed it. And then Polly and Adam went to Llandaff Rugby Club for the pre-season double-header. Absolute bangers, but it was probably the wettest rugby grassroots day we've possibly had since Adam went to Overton, not Overton. I can't. I'll dig it out and I'll put it in the top corner. But he went somewhere, and it was probably the wettest one. He was hidden away, waiting for in a shipping container. So great times. And then I managed to get over to Rugby Club Luxembourg. What an evening that was. Great fun. Managed to chat with Matt. Managed to chat with most of the boys that are now part of the Luxembourg sides. Managed to tee up the James Kent interview later on in the year as well. And it was an absolute day out. Weather was glorious for a change. Apparently, that was normally not the best option to go, but phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And it was good fun. Teed up hopefully some trips to Luxembourg later on as well. So it was good fun. September, saw the big Marcos Moneta interview from Lucho as well. That one's still available. Bang that in the top corner as well. That's a good one for anyone that wants to know about the fastest man in sevens. He is lightning, that's for sure. And then we were back. Rugby season started September. Back with the Barbarians, back playing again. We sort of reformatted the Grassroots days and trialled that at Gosport and then Aldershot and Fleet. It was great to see how that took off, and I think the new format works really well for us and for the clubs. We continued that into October with US Pompey, Trojans, Bournemouth 2s. Obviously that was supposed to have been a double header, but that got shit canned because of player unavailability. We dabbled into live streams, which are going to be back in 2026 as well. So that was always good fun. Rugby Europe Super Cup well underway. Argentinian content in full flow. Lucho was pulling out magic. And then the James Kent interview was an absolute blinder as well. Top bloke, really, really nice one. That's up the top corner there. Led perfectly into November. We were just busy with loads of the Spanish content now. Obviously the Spanish leagues is growing and growing and growing. That's taken up most of the time. That was hard to get podcasts chucked in, but we got Mike Friday in. That was a really good interview. That's up there as well. Ireland Day against Spain with Keith was a great day out again. What a spectacle of rugby. Ireland really went through the gears and put a proper test on Spain. Spain managed to test it. Unfortunately, weather and illness wiped me out of going to the England A and then the Fiji game too. So unfortunately, we only got to one November international this November, but obviously managed to cover them alongside ATR with all the articles and stuff like that. So that was really good fun to still keep on top of everything that was going. And then Lucho pulled out an absolute banger in December. The Augustine Pichot interview up the top corner, absolute revelations, and a really massive guest to get onto the channel. We followed it up with Autumn International reviews. There's two of them. They're going to be up the top corner. Ben Donald was the Boxing Day episode. And then Senor Huevo was a Spain pod episode. Great fun again. Really good December for podcasts. Had really good fun with a lot of these. And yeah, it's just plenty. I just can't believe it. And then we finished the year with the Sausage Derby. The Bognor against Chichester, the coverage has been phenomenal. And yeah, we've then got 2026. Where do we go? Where do we start? I know we've got a lot lined up. Argentina content with Lucho, massive live streams will be back. The Spain content, leagues are in full flow. We're getting to the business end now. They ain't slowing down. We've got the Greece Championships are now obviously in flow. We've got the Rugby Europe Championships coming in February. We've also got the Rugby Europe Super Cup finishing up. We've got just untold. We've got lots coming up. We've got another couple of grassroots days. We've got a double header coming out start of January. So yeah, 2026 is going to be big, and it's going to be even bigger. I can't wait to share it all with you once it comes. But drop a comment. Any other bits you want us to do in 2026? Do you want to know more about what we do behind the scenes, what we do, our playing, life? I don't know. Is there any other bits you guys, or do you want us just to keep focusing solely on rugby, Spain, Ireland? Grassroots is coming as well. We've got some of them sneaking in through Keith. Grassroots rugby in England's going to carry on. We've got obviously Spain. I'm going to hopefully get around a few Spain ones. I've got to get the season out of the way. I'm still playing. I say playing. Coaching as well. What about days in the life as a coach? Under 16s, under 14s. It's a long battle having to try and help coach kids, and it's so rewarding though. If that's something that interests people that I can share that with them, I'd more than happily do that. We're open to ideas. We want to do more. If you want to be involved as well, just drop us a message. And if you know anyone that wants to be a guest, because we've got some bangers lined up still, but our doors wide open. We'll probably try and run the pod through till the end of the season, and then have the summer off rather than just trying to shoehorn stuff. So Series 2 isn't done yet. I think we're going to run this till probably the end of April, end of March, end of April at a push. Depends how we go. We'll probably get all the games covered in, but yeah, probably go back to fortnightly episodes, but we'll see. If we've got guests, we've got guests. If we haven't, we haven't. And I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone for joining. And I know I've rambled on, but I just wanted to recap what we've done and document it, because there's some great episodes to go and have a look at in the top corner if you manage to get through the end of this. But yeah, just thank you. Just thank you to everyone for following, liking, subscribing, doing all the bits that we keep banging on at the end about it. But 2026, I can't wait. I think it's only going to get better.